Welcome to another episode of Artco Drone Solutions. We've got a great show tonight. We're going to talk about the Mavic Air 2. What's it all about? What are the improvements on it? And uh, is it going to be the same form factor? We don't know. Well, I do know. I watched Sean Oz's video this afternoon, and I'm quite impressed. Um, uh, from what I'm hearing, the camera's going to be just like the Mavic 2 Pro or Pro 2. The camera's going to be the same. The form factor is going to be a little different. It's going to be a little bit bigger, but it's going to be very similar to the Mavic uh, drone. So, and the other important change, it's going to have OcuSync, which is cool because I haven't had any problems with the Wi-Fi connection on my Mavic Air. Although I have discovered a lot of times I'll get a lot of aircraft interference, or I'll lose signal even when it's not very far away. But I don't tend to fly very far. But OcuSync will make that quite a bit better. Hey, we've got Jody. Hello, Jody, 10 toes. Tom, 10 toes. Steve Mack. Glenn, Thunderbird 6 from down under. Uh, Welcome to the show. Just waiting for some people to jump on the live stream. Uh, so we'll have a very lively discussion. And also, later today in the show, we're going to have trivia. We're going to give away some almond toffee, some more of this great Enstrom almond toffee that everybody loves. I'm the only drone channel that gives away candy, so you guys are in for a great treat. So, Brett Nunley, welcome to the show. So I'm kind of excited about the Mavic Air 2. I will wait and see what when it finally comes out. I think DJI is going to make a big announcement on it later this month. I think on the 26th, 27th, 28th, somewhere around there, there's going to be a big uh, announcement on the Mavic Air 2. So, I want to welcome Mike Roach. Welcome to the show. So I'm hearing a lot of really cool stuff about the Mavic Air 2. From what I hear, it's going to have folding props, so maybe that'll make it a little bit quieter. Hey, we got Suzuki Vlog all the way from Japan. Welcome to the show. It is what, about 8 a.m. there? Welcome to the show. So I wonder if the Mavic Air 2 will come in different colors like the original Mavic Air when it came in onyx black, white, and red. I got the red one, and I really love the color on it. The other two colors are more of a flat color, a matte color. So, eh, but I like how it flies. It handles wind really well. Mavic Air 2, if it's going to be a bit bigger, I bet you the motors will be bigger. And from what I'm hearing from Sean Oz, I want to give him credit for this is where all the information I've been getting out of it. I hear The battery life is going to be close to 30 minutes. Not quite. It'll probably be around the 28 to 30 minute range, which will be really cool. Now, if it comes with a camera like the zoom, where if it's got the zoom feature, that would be an added bonus because then you could fly out to your subject without getting like super close to it and get some really close in video or photographs of the object that you are flying out to. Hey, Jay Bird, welcome to the show. So it'll be interesting to see what this will look like. From what I hear, it's just going to be an upgraded version of the Mavic Air and just a little bit bigger. Chris Hope, welcome to the show. So you you play the piano, Suzuki? I don't play the piano. I mean, I could, but the only song I know is Chopsticks. But I do play guitar a little bit. But yeah, it, it, the only downside is all it is. It's a miniaturized version of the Mavic. But hey, wasn't the Mavic Air supposed to be a smaller version of the Mavic series? Maybe not as many features on it, but it'll be interesting to see what the are there going to be any new features to the drone that'll make the uh, photography or the video quality that much better over the Mavic Air, the original. Carlos, back from the sky, welcome to the show. Uh, so it'll be interesting to see what improvements they've made on it. What I like is that you can adjust the ISO, the white balance, and the histogram. I mean, you could do almost everything that the Mavic could do, changing the camera on it. Even the shutter speed, you could lower that down. You could even change the frame rate. I think the slowest it'll go is about 30 frames a second. I don't know if it'll go as high as 60, but it'll be interesting to see what they give us. Will they give us an option where we could do 120 frames a second? That'll be interesting. Cool. So I am just waiting on Mitch to pop in. He always pops in. Maybe Rodney Bell might show up. Who else? Ron Lockwood, Ron Elliott, Michael Blade. Hello, hello. But it'll be interesting to see if the usual gang shows up. Oh, wait. Do. Yeah, there we go. So there. All right. And then we'll put it on. Yeah, remember to change to live chat. Ron Lockwood, welcome to the show. Hey, Ron, I sent you an email. If you want to hop on, that would be great. Yeah, so just waiting for Mitch and a few other people. Maybe the grumpy vlogger might show up. I don't know. But uh, that's my biggest thing. Then there's the Autel Evo 2. I hear some people have gotten it. Ken Dono, uh, he's got his, and I think he's got a review on that. I'll have to go over and check that out and see what he thinks. See if maybe that might be a better drone to go get, or see if the Mavic Air 2 might be the thing. I'm not one of these guys that I'm not the first buyer. I always wait and see what the product is, and then because usually when it comes out, the price is way high, and then if you wait a few months and the price starts to come down, and you might get deals on it, and so that's what I tend to do. My first real camera drone was a Phantom 3 Standard. Loved it until I lost that one. And then I got the Phantom 3 Advance. Thought that one was fantastic. I may go pick up a Phantom 3 Pro. I think that'd be a better drone than the Advance. I think the way it goes is, well, there are three versions of the Phantom 3. There's the Phantom 3 Standard, there's the Phantom 3 4K, there's the Phantom 3 Advance, but that doesn't have 4K, it's 2.7K. Then you have the Phantom 3 Pro, which I think, well, from what I hear, it has the 4K camera, and it's slightly down from what the Phantom 4 was. Now, the Phantom 4, they gave you the 4K camera, and it came with I think it had light bridge, and I know the Phantom 3 Advance and the Pro both had light bridge, and I love that because that had a really good signal strength. Armandoro Journey, welcome to the show. Welcome. Uh, Great island. I was there in 2017. I was at Puerto Galera. Love that place. Uh, beautiful island. If I ever go back to Mindoro, I really want to explore that island in much more detail. I hear the waterfalls there are just fantastic. So, still waiting for Mitch. Maybe he's out flying. Who knows? And next time I go to the Philippines, I'll definitely bring my Mavic Air with me and get some really cool video of the country. Uh, if I do go, most likely I'll go next February when I'll have about 2 weeks off, and I will head down to Mindanao to go see my girlfriend and my goddaughter over in Davao City. Hey, we got our first visitor. We got Ron.
Hey, hey Art, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How's the weather there in South Dakota?
Um, it was in the 50s today, and we just had a little rainstorm, and the sun was out. I swear it was the biggest rainbow I've ever seen in my life. Oh, huge, huge. Um, yeah, right in my backyard. Yeah,
Wonderful.
I was gonna go fly the drone, but I was afraid to get it wet.
Now,
Yeah.
did you get any snow this week?
We got some. I want to say the beginning of the week or last Sunday or whatever. Because when I come home, um, we had like 4 or 5 inches in the yard again.
Wow.
It's like Mother
Well, I
Nature
know.
keeps teasing us with that spring thing. You know, you get a
Yeah,
7
yeah,
day. Yeah,
yeah. Colorado's the same way. We uh, we had a snowstorm come through here. I think on uh, Tuesday and Wednesday, and we got uh, about 6 inches of snow here. Some parts of town got more than that. Some got just a dusting.
yeah,
But it was that wet, heavy snow.
yeah.
And the next day I went out, my car was covered, but the the street and the parking area, the snow was gone because the sun came out and melted all that snow and all. I had to go get groceries, so I just knocked the snow off and went off and did my shopping.
Uh, we had that about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. It was my last rotation off. I remember on a Wednesday, I actually snuck the motorcycle out. It was about 60 degrees.
Yep.
And the very next morning, I woke up, come out, opened up the front door, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there was like a foot of snow outside. Wind was blowing sideways and crazy,
Yep.
crazy.
Yep.
But
Yep. So it looks like we're going to have some a string of 70-degree weather coming up later next week, which is awesome because then I'll be able to get some fishing in. Uh, I've been watching all the different fishing pages on Facebook, and my specialty is carp and catfish, and people are catching them. But that's down the south part of the state, down in Pueblo, and
what do you use for catfish, Art?
I've used hot dogs. I've used little chunks of pot roast. Uh,
Or yeah, pot or pot roast or like some kind of a pork.
yeah,
Yeah.
that'll work. And what else? Oh, night crawlers. I haven't tried this yet. It's live lining with small bluegill works as well.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
Hey, I was just seeing online there. I guess did you see that new phone out, the Samsung S20?
No.
Oh gosh, it's true what it said. I looked at it a second time. It
Hmm.
says 108 megapixel.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
matter of fact, I saw Tony and Chelsea. What's their last name? They have a big photography channel. They're out of California.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Uh, uh, I can't remember his last name, but anyhow, yeah, they did a review on it, and seemed to like it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, wow, it's amazing. It seems like you turn around, there's a new phone with the megapixels on cameras just keep going up and up and up. And
I
just,
know.
yeah. Hey, Steve Carpenter, welcome to the show. I sent you a link, and you're welcome to come on. Adrian Mateo Drones, welcome to the show. And then there's Happy Lutz, welcome to the show. But yeah, so did you see Sean Oz's video on the Mavic Air 2?
No, I did not yet.
Uh,
When did he put that up today? Or
I think you put that up yesterday, last night, and I'm kind of impressed with it.
What are the specs on that?
Well, it's going to be slightly larger than the Mavic Air original, and it's going to have a camera similar to the Mavic 2 Pro Zoom, and the battery life is going to be around 28 minutes.
Okay.
And it's going to have OcuSync.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. That'll be a big plus.
Now, if it's going to have OcuSync, I wonder if the Crystal Sky or the smart controller will work with that. That'd be interesting to see that.
Good question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because right now, it's just what the Phantom 4 Pro 2.0 and the Mavic 2 series drones are the only two I think that work with the smart controller.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Let me take a quick phone call here.
Yeah, go ahead. Don't mind us. AZ Drone Dude, welcome to the show. And then we've got Steve Carpenter.
Good afternoon, Art.
Good afternoon, Steve. Welcome to the show. We were just talking about the Mavic Air 2.
Yeah, I saw Sean posted that video here just a little bit ago.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched it. I just saw it come up. I was on the phone when I saw it pop up, so
right.
Haven't seen it.
Well, from what he's been talking about, I'm kind of impressed. A year ago, he was making predictions about the Mavic Air 2, and basically everything he said, he was spot on. Our Mindoro Journey wants to know what drone would he recommend for a beginner. I would say the Mavic Mini, or if you really want to save a lot of money and dip your toe into a drone, get a Tello. Yeah, because those are about $100 or a little cheaper. I would get that, man. If you decide, hey, this is something I like, get the Mavic Mini, and you won't spend the fortune. For under $500, you get the drone with a nice carrying case with extra. I think that's with the Fly More. Yeah.
3 batteries.
Yeah, 3 batteries. Yep.
Hello, Ron.
Hey, how you doing, Steve?
Good. How are you?
Feeling a little better.
Well, that's good to hear.
Not as much pain, I'll put it that way.
Thank God.
Still kind of hurting last night, but today I'm not too bad. So.
Hello, Gareth.
Yeah, Fly High Ireland. Welcome to the show, and Timeless Truths. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, I'll have to go watch that. Because everybody's there's a lot of people talking about it, saying, "Well, I'm gonna look at it," and then there's the people on the complete other side that, if I've got especially with me, I own the original Maverick, so I've got the Maverick Pro. Um, if I was going to get anything, I don't think I would be going after the two.
Yeah.
I'd be jumping up into the Maverick 2 Pro, or now waiting because Aldrin did his unboxing this afternoon from Flight Path. He got the Evo Pro, which is the 6K 1-inch sensor.
Oh, cool.
So that's the one I want to look at and see, or portability wise, because I'm torn still between that and the Phantom 4, Pro V 2.0.
Right. Hmm. Well, I mean, the thing that got me with the Mavic Air 2 is the OcuSync.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked by that.
Yep. So it'll be interesting what other cool features might be added in there to kind of, bring in some people that are on the fence.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know what the price is going to be for that with it.
Yeah, I imagine it'll probably be similar to the original Mavic Air when it came out. I think it came out with, what was it, $800?
Yeah,
Nice.
$799, I think it was.
Yeah.
Kind of a poor time for drones to be coming out. People out of work.
Yeah.
I know. I was talking about it with several people. In fact, I was talking about it with Claude about it. And the question was coming up, what would you do, if you were in DJI's position?
Mm-hmm.
You've got a multi-billion-dollar corporation that has more or less been put into a standstill where you're at due to the health conditions. And now you've got sales. How are you going to do it when, at least in the United States, it's going to have to be all online? There'll be no in-store buying for quite a while yet.
Right.
And who knows? I mean, they're going to announce it on the April 27th, but how soon are they going to start shipping them? That's the whole other key. Do they have them here already? They'd have to be down close to being here in order to put that out. Otherwise, there's going to be a big delay. And then you've got, like I said with Aldrin from Flight Path, the Evos are now shipping. So now it's the competition against it. And that's always been my thought. That's where the competition.
Yeah.
Because after taking the beating that they did with their employees and their suppliers, over a year ago, which shook them by the roots, and that's what took down the whole Phantom series, among other items.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Jim.
I want to say hi to Raymar Ballesteros and my niece April, and 616 Drones. Welcome. I haven't seen you in a long time. Good to see you again. 616 says he just got the Mavic Mini.
Oh, very cool.
Now I've been hearing there's been some issues with the Mavic Mini. I guess the drops are coming in contact with the frame of the body of the drone. So,
excuse me.
I belong to, is it the Mavic? The Mavic Forum.
Right.
They used to have the Phantom one. I forget the name of it is now, but
Mavic Pilot.
Yeah, Mavic Pilots.
Yeah.
And there's so many people on there that post about them losing their Mavic Mini.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Other than Mikey.
Yeah.
Now, I'm wondering if it's because they're taking it under a lot of stress, or if it's just something that, the props flex. In fact,
Yeah.
I was showing the difference to some people on Cloud Stream early this morning because I had the the original, Mavic Pro original props. And then I had the Master Air Screw ones, and they
Yeah.
are almost a quarter of an inch longer
Ah,
than um, than the originals are,
right.
and also the silent ones, which were the Phantom Pro model,
Mm-hmm.
the low noise ones. But what's interesting is the girth of the blade is definitely wider, and it's a lot more flexible. I would say it's pliability. If if you're holding it out and you go to flex it up and down equally with the same amount of pressure, you get almost twice the movement because of the play on the blades. It is that much more flexible.
Mm-hmm. Well, hello, Flying with Stan. Welcome to the show. Yep. And we're missing Mitch. Where is Mitch? Maybe he's got some internet issues down there in Florida. Maybe they're getting some.
Oh,
Well,
I was over on Canadian Drone Hub and I popped it up. I don't know what it is. There's a bunch of issues on the East Coast, especially, and up in through here on California coast some, but up in the northern part, like Oregon, Washington and stuff.
right. Indigo Rhino, welcome to the show. Yeah, Mitch is probably smoking a cigar. Yeah.
Probably.
Uh,
Mavic Mini would not be good for me here. There's just too much wind.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Same here in the Colorado area. Lately, we've been, we'll get nice, warm, sunny day, but it's windy because we get that what's called a Chinook wind, where the wind is coming down from the mountains and it heats up when it comes down, and that's what makes it warmer here. And so it just, I'll go out. Hey, it's sunny, and then I go out there, and I'm like, oh,
Ten Toes, he's playing with his monkey.
Hey, we got Rick Halber.
Mr. Halber.
Yeah, welcome to the show. And Rick, thank you for the fishing pole tubes. He sent me a couple of these. These are rod carriers.
Yeah, rod holders.
Rod holders. And he also sent me, this really nice Fenwick pole. It's about 7 feet long. It's got a medium, and it's got two tips, a medium and light tip.
Wow.
And it came with this.
Wait a second. Are two separate tips?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it came with this nice carrying case, which is cool.
Wow.
Thank you very much, Rick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fenwick's nice poles.
Yeah, they are. So now I gotta get a reel for it. I might pull the dial off of one of my other poles and put it on that.
Are they for? That's all spinning poles, right?
Yes.
Because Jim was asking about fly fishing. For fly fishing, I didn't think they were.
Yeah.
Do you ever fly fish, Art?
Yes, I have, and I gotta get back into it this year. I found my dad's bamboo rod, and I've got a reel. All I have to do is get it all set up. And I've got some flies and get back into fly fishing again. Haven't done it in several years. I used to go up in the mountains with this friend of mine, and we'd go trout fishing and
Oh, Carlos, too funny.
oh, supermarket fishing for me.
Fly fishing is relaxing. It's beautiful
Yes.
to get out there. It's very relaxing. It's been I would say it's probably 15 years since I've been out, at least.
Yeah.
We used to go up to Mammoth, and my son and I were up there in this place we'd stay at. We'd go there a lot for the winter, for skiing and for snowboarding.
Right.
But being up in June Lake where we were at, I mean, that's world renowned fishing for
Right.
fly fishing for Mammoth Lakes and that area. They've got what they call the June Lake Loop, and it's nothing but a loop. On the road goes through, and it's nothing but lakes all the way around.
Right.
And, phenomenal trout fishing up in there.
Right. Mm-hmm.
We went up there, and the place that we would stay at up there, they had a 1-acre pond, and it was stocked. And we just stopped by there because we were going to make reservations. We were there in the summer. We weren't staying there. We were just driving by. We go, well, let's make our reservations now. We'll go in and put the reservations in. So we're putting our reservations in there, and we're talking with the owner that was there, and he goes, what are you guys doing? They go, oh, nothing. We're going to go out and go fishing. We're thinking about wanting to give my son lessons about flying fishing. I want to take him too. And he goes, you're not going to take any lessons. He says, come on over. Well, I know they charge for giving lessons, but we've been going there for so many years. For 2.5 hours, he's taught us line setting, tying, everything,
Yep.
and then catching. And then, of course, the pond is, catch and release.
Right.
But what a kick-ass time up there.
Mm-hmm.
I was taught how to fly fish by a 16-year-old girl.
Hi,
My buddy
Rodney.
Hey, Rodney.
Rodney Bell.
hey Art, hey Ron, hey Steve.
Hello.
And we've got Dean Microghost, the old codger. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, Art, you would have loved this. She started hanging out with her dad, fly fishing, just totally fell in love with it. It got to the point where I would hang out with her more because I felt I learned more from her. And well, as it turns out, she actually ended up about 1.5 years later, entered a world-class fly fishing contest for kids from I think 15 to 17. They had to be or like 14 to 17. They had to be under 18. But there were 75 kids that came from like 30 or 40 different countries.
Wow.
Came to State College, Pennsylvania, where Penn State is.
Yep.
And it's called Spring Creek. And she finished 8th out of 70.
Wow. Wow.
And she tied her own flies. And but the part you would have liked, Art, and like different times of the year, there's different hatches. And
Yep.
there was, I don't know if you ever heard of it, but it's a bug called the green drake.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. We went down to the stream. We drove down this dirt road for 2 or 3 miles in the middle of nowhere and got down there about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And there was maybe half a dozen cars there. By 6:30, it was like New York City traffic down there. Unbelievable. And I'm out in the stream and I'm fishing. And I remember Heather turning to me and say, Ron, put your face net down. Here they come. He would look downstream, and I looked downstream and I saw this dark swarm coming.
Wow.
It was something like out of an Alfred Hitchcock movie. They were everywhere. And I bet you I saw 500 rises on the water from trout in an hour's time. And then about 8:30, 9 o'clock, gone. Somebody rang a bell and they all left.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
the bug only hatches about 3 weeks a year. The last couple weeks in May and the first week in June. That's it.
Wow.
The whole year.
Mm-hmm.
The green drake. Yeah, it's cool.
And where was this?
Sounds like a bar.
Pardon me, Steve?
Where was this at now?
State College, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Yeah. Matter of fact, a lot of American presidents and famous people have gone up there to fish. It's what they call a Class A stream.
Yeah.
Replenish it.
Gold medal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, I want to say hi to the cat lady.
Hello, cat lady. Welcome.
Mm-hmm.
She's on several different streams that I've
Right. Yeah, I've seen her over on Claude's channel. Cool.
So, aren't you going to get the Mavic Air 2 when it comes out?
I don't know. I'm still not a millionaire, so.
How about you, Robbie? You gonna get it?
Nope.
You're like I am. Nope.
If I'm going to get anything, I'm going to get either a Mavic Air Zoom or a Mavic Pro. Excuse me.
Yeah.
You're excused.
So, you know, a Mavic Air is a good drone. I get it, but I want to get it. My dream is to get a Mavic. Hey, Mike.
Hey, guys.
Mike Roach,
Hey, Mike.
welcome to the show.
Hey, Ron, Steve,
Hey, Mike,
Rodney.
how are you?
Good evening, Mike.
Pardon?
I just said good evening.
Good evening.
It's still afternoon and the sun's finally came out. Now, I'll tell you what, it was cloudy and I got up earlier than normal on Saturday and it was like I was having like a dream and it was like this roar. And I thought it was like a motorcycle club may have been going down the freeway because we'll get the groups and clubs. It was like this roar until I realized it was a downpour. The sky just opened up and just pounded. And we had really heavy rain.
Seemed like it rained all over the United States today. And
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Actually-
know you didn't fly this morning, and
It was nice here this morning. I mean, it was
Oh,
cold
be
out, but
quiet, Mike.
it was cloudy and now it's partly sunny out. So
You're up north, Mike? I'm trying to remember.
yeah, right in the middle of New York State.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Near Syracuse, right? Syracuse.
Syracuse. Yeah,
Syracuse.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but
Have I ever told you I've
beautiful.
been to Syracuse?
What'd you say, Rodney?
I said, did I ever tell you I've been to Syracuse?
I think you did. We were talking one time. What was it you were here for? For
went
the
to-
Navy.
I was down in Johnsonville.
Right,
Yeah, I love their brats.
Down near Bingham.
right. Johnson City.
Yeah, Johnson City.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
They had an army exchange up there near Syracuse. So I went up there to go to the exchange. Turned out it was really small, but they did have a Canon camera there that I bought.
Oh,
So
Cool.
cool.
Yeah.
those were the
Yeah,
good old days of buying the stuff at discounted rates at the exchange.
yeah,
Yeah.
I still get to do that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I'm retired.
I'll
So,
get the on base prices.
well,
Buy things on base.
believe it or not, the prices on most stuff that you buy at the exchange is exactly the same as if you bought it in like Best Buy.
Yeah.
The difference is there's no tax,
Ah,
Okay.
no sales tax.
uh-huh.
When you get into a SLR, that's something.
Yeah, and now that doesn't count when they put items on sale. When they put things on sale, then yeah, it's usually cheaper because now you're buying it at a discounted price and there's no sales tax.
Yeah.
Right.
So like you go to Best Buy and they've got something on sale. By the time you finish buying it, you paid the original price because when they add back in the sales tax, so
Yeah.
Well,
that's the way I look at it. But
I've heard the best way for doing that, not that I've ever done it, is when you travel out of the United States and then you go through a duty-free store and you're looking for a camera and you find a camera and you buy it at the first store that you're at, and then you're traveling to someplace else. And then you kind of get an eraser and you scuff the camera up a little bit, and then you put it back in your bag. And then when you're coming across, you just have it over your shoulder and you bring it back, and you save about 50 cents on the dollar.
Sounds like a guy that's done it before, Steve.
Never have. All I know is that when I was in the Air Force, we had a lot of empty cargo containers that went to Clark Air Force Base empty, and they came back weighing thousands of pounds. And of course, it was all marked Red Cross. So guess what happens with stuff marked with Red Cross? Doesn't go through customs.
Because Red Cross, because it's medical.
No, nice.
And of course, the cargo master made a lot of money on every one of those trips.
I bet he did.
Good evening, Ray Kelly.
Hey, Ray Kelly, welcome to the show. Hey, I wanted to make this announcement. Today, we had a special event here in Colorado to pay tribute to our first responders. The Thunderbirds flew over the Front Range of Colorado.
All right.
Oh, wow, cool.
Yep. Unfortunately, it was cloudy, but I was inside. I think I was having lunch or something, and I could hear him go, just the roar of the engine, going over the apartment.
Oh, yeah.
I think they took off out of Buckley, maybe. Yeah, I think that's where they went north. They went to Greeley. They went up to Fort Collins, and then they just went straight down the Front Range and down to Colorado Springs to the Peterson Air Force Base there. Yep. So
air shows and stuff like that are awesome.
Yeah.
To see the Blue Angels or the Thunderbirds, or any of those trick flight crews, they're just incredible.
Oh yeah, my favorite, of course, are the Blue Angels, but the Thunderbirds aren't bad either.
Spoken like the Navy man.
They'll do, if they can't get the Blue Angels, the Thunderbirds will do.
Yeah, what's really I've only seen the Thunderbirds twice, and the Blue Angels, I had the privilege. He actually retired out of the Navy, became a naval reservist, and when I was going through my flight training in Victorville at George Air Force Base, I met him, and he flew one because you can only fly one term unless you make the rank of a commander, for the flight with the Blue Angels or Thunderbirds, and you're down there. I think it was for 3 years,
right?
And I got a chance to fly with him in an F-14.
Wow!
That must have been you. I remember you telling me about that.
That's the pilot that I became friends with. Yeah, he was a Blue Angel pilot.
Wow. I'm a retired sailor, and I haven't gotten to fly in an F-14.
There's a lot of people that haven't got to fly in an F-14, including somebody that was in the Air Force. It was like we'd catch hops, and he'd always ask me. He'd always call me up, and we just hit it off because he was one of our instructors up at the base.
Right. And
I think how we made friends was we were up there for 2 weeks, and one of them was you had to hop in this. I mean, this pool was 2 to 3 times the size of an Olympic-sized swimming pool.
Right.
You're in there. We had to sit there, inflate,
your pressure
life raft.
Okay.
So in other words, if you're going through ditching procedure, flying on a C-141, which we mainly flew in, and sometimes the C-5A. So they had it in there, and you put it in there, you have to get in there, make sure it's all done, put up the canopies, the solar stills. Now, mind you, this is the middle of the summer. The last thing you want to be doing is sitting in a canopy inside of all plastic, and you're in there and it's 115 degrees outside.
Wow.
So what we did is we'd always hop off into the pool to keep cooling and get back in. Well, we found out that this was only stage 1 for 3 hours. The next one was going to be 12 hours in that raft. And the 12 hours was the life raft was put on top of the 30-foot tower. We had to go off with the life raft, push it off, inflate it, get everything inflated, go in there. But we had gone down to the liquor store beforehand, and we picked up all these decks of 100% plastic playing cards and all these waterproof matches, so we could sit there and play poker when we had to be in the raft for 12 hours.
Oh, boy.
That's cool. Wow. So I heard you talking about the Mavic Air 2 there earlier, Art and
Right.
Ron, and it sounds like an impressive little drone,
Yeah.
from what I've heard. But if you have a Mavic 2 Pro, it's kind of hard to talk yourself into
Yeah.
needing
Yeah.
that,
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I've heard, we don't know if this stuff is true yet, that it would be a 48 megapixel camera, and that's a lot of megapixels, but that's on a smaller sensor than the Mavic 2 Pro, which is 20 megapixels. So each pixel is going to be smaller, and you won't get you don't necessarily gain that much more by more pixels on a smaller area.
Yeah.
But flight time, they always give you something. Like, I knew that they would never make it better than the Mavic 2, but they gave you a few features like, OcuSync finally, more flight time. Everybody wants more flight time.
Yeah.
But other than that, maybe the price point being a little lower, it looks like a heck of a drone then. But, I'm going to try to keep my money in my pocket. I don't want to buy that.
Yeah.
Mike, I think you hit that on the money, because Jim Boyd and I were talking about that, and Jim is the one that did more of the research than I did. But one of the things they called it with the Evo, with their 48 megapixel sensor on being at 4.2 or whatever the sensor is.
Right. There's so many sizes. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's called pixel bending. What they're doing is they're stilling the image. So imagine there's 5 pixels and the one being in the middle. Mm-hmm. They're stilling an image off from each other side, and then the software is bringing that imaging together in order to get their 48 megapixel.
Right.
So it's not true, the sensing. And it's, from what Jim had found out, they're supposedly the same sensor that they used on the Evo, I heard.
Oh, wow. Well, it's probably going to be an awesome picture. And, I'm sure if anyone gets one, they're going to be happy with it. But if you don't, there's so many people that get hopped up. And I won't mention names, but, people who do reviews and stuff who just have to have every drone no matter what. It's like, how many drones can you want?
Yeah.
Why keep it for a couple of years? I mean, the Mavic 2 is still the top Mavic, if you ask me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I'm happy with mine.
Yep.
Hello, Kenny.
Hello, Ken.
Hey, Ken.
Hey,
Cardoso Media. Welcome to the show.
I think, Mike, a lot of people, they hear that high megapixel and they're fooled by that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's even like on the new camera, that 90D Ron that I ordered. It's on a crop sensor, and it's 32 megapixel on the crop sensor.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But that crop sensor is big, is
Right.
bigger than what's coming on.
It's a APS-C.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Canon
That's
90D.
much bigger.
Yeah, I ordered the Canon 90D. I finally bit the bullet.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it's about that time. It is time for candy trivia. We're going to give away a box of Enstrom's almond toffee. So you guys were pretty stumped on the Star Wars, Star Trek, Babylon 5 trivia. So we'll make it a little easier today. Today was a special day here in Colorado, other than the Thunderbirds flying. It was our state assembly where we get to pick delegates to go to the National Assembly for the Republican Party. All right, here is the question, and you can use Google. The first one to get this correctly is, where is the convention going to be held this year?
Minneapolis. Detroit. Was that?
All
You're
right.
talking about the GOP convention?
Yep.
I haven't got a clue.
Oh, I thought you were talking about your Colorado convention.
Nope. Nope. Not Las Vegas.
I'm not so sure there will be a convention the way things are going.
On the
Well,
internet.
Spectrum Center in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yep. Ray Kelly's got it. He's the first one. All
Ray
right.
Kelly.
Kelly, you are the winner, chicken dinner.
Hey, I said it before he did. He didn't win it.
We got to go to the instant replay.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Ray.
All right, Ray Kelly, I will get your address and I will ship that out. All right, cool.
Congratulations, Ray.
So that was all right.
But Art, I have a question.
Okay.
What happens if we're frozen down?
Frozen down.
My internet answer will probably be the closest. And now Ray gets to keep the things. I'm just sitting there. It's something to really consider what happens in different states.
Right. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this will be in August. So this whole pandemic thing will be done and over with by then. So
Aren't you a delegate?
no, I'm not. I wanted to go last time, but well, first you gotta go through all the different assemblies to get to be a delegate. There's two ways to do it. One is to go through, I think, the county assembly to where you get be picked there, then you go on to national, or you go to the state assembly where you're competing with everybody from around the state for a few slots to be a delegate in the national convention. However, you are picking a chairman for the delegates, and you're picking chairwoman. So there are like different tiers of delegates, and you're selecting alternates to go to the convention.
Okay.
So here is a question for you: where was the 2016 convention?
My backyard.
Is that for candy too?
No, this is just kind of since we are talking about conventions, where was the 2016 GOP convention?
Was it Little Rock? Where was it? Was it in New York?
No, it wasn't. Was in Los Angeles.
No, Cleveland.
Yes, it was. Correctamundo.
I had to think back.
Hmm.
I like how they place him in a swing state. You know, it's like, you know, gotta carefully pick that out. You know,
I knew Los Angeles was completely out of the picture.
New
Yeah,
York as well.
I can't imagine anything but a Democratic convention being held in California.
Where was the Democratic convention in '08?
Now you're going to have to make me use the internet. I don't remember that one.
Chicago.
No,
Philadelphia, was it in Philly?
no.
Hmm.
'08.
So 08 would be
Barack Obama was the nominee, and
Excel Energy State Center.
where?
Now you're getting picky. Arizona, McLean, Arizona, right?
Denver,
Yeah.
Colorado.
Yes, you are correct, Rodney.
oh,
So when do I get a box of chocolates?
The next time you guess it before Ray.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you, Rodney, about that. Are you on any restrictions right now with things like that, with treats?
Yeah,
And,
I can't have any chocolates, but my
Yeah.
wife can.
Okay. She'll be like, boy, I wish you could eat
Oh,
some.
honey, you bought me some chocolates. Yeah, honey. I
Oh,
got you some
oh
chocolates.
God. This is the best toffee you're never going to eat.
Rodney, you wait. In a little bit of time, I'll guarantee you ask your doctor if you can have dark, semi-sweet chocolate. When I'm
Yep.
talking about semi-sweet chocolate, I'm talking anything above 50% cocoa.
Yep.
Because
Right.
as a diabetic, I can have it. And
Yep.
what it is it's half the sugar.
They do have dark chocolate almond toffee.
Yeah, I've eaten dark chocolate before, but I'm actually trying to be good. So
That's even better.
trying to eat all the, and believe me, it is hard. It is hard because my wife will bring out a bag of M&Ms and she'll try and hide it from me. And we're sitting together on the couch watching TV, and she'll reach down beside the couch and she'll grab a couple of M&Ms and she'll pop them into her mouth, and like she's trying to sneak them, like so I don't get tempted. And and it's so hard to ignore because I told her, don't sneak this stuff.
How do you sneak M&Ms? They click. They
Yeah,
make all kinds of noise.
but
It's hard. Being a diabetic, I know. You know, when you go from living a normal life and all of a sudden now you got restrictions of what you can eat and can't eat.
Yep.
yeah.
I feel for you.
And she's staying away from high carb foods, but I kind of had to break that tonight. Tonight ended up being a cheat night because she left me a voicemail about 4:45 saying that she was just leaving the post office with her mail. So she's going to be out late tonight. All of the postal carriers are, because apparently the mail came in late.
Yeah.
So,
Ron, you mean that Harry's hot dogs are out of the question too?
yeah. Well, maybe if I declare it a cheat night, maybe I can have a couple of Harry hot dogs. But you remember, Ron, I was telling you about Coney Islander?
Yeah.
They've started shipping them all over the country now.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I've been so tempted to order about a half a dozen of those things. But I know with my luck, my wife would see the package at the post office. She'd grab it. And of course, she might not know what it is, but if it does say Coney Islander on it, then she'd know. If it says Coney Islander, then I'll never see it.
Get a hold of Jay McCulley and have him send you some Harry's hot dogs from Philly
There you go.
by UPS.
Well, I'll have to have them sent to my work address.
There you go.
Because a treat for me when I find them is, number one, bananas are high in sugar.
Yeah.
And of course, chocolate. Well, Dole and a couple of countries, but Dole makes these like packages, and it's like 5 sliced dark chocolate covered bananas, frozen bananas, and it's just in a small package. It's only 10 carbohydrates for the whole package.
Wow.
Wow.
Look into that and then ask your doctor about dark chocolate. And I'll tell you what, that sweetness helps to get those cravings out of the way.
And that's the hardest part is craving. There's candy all over the house. I walk by a candy jar and I have to put my hands behind my back to keep from reaching into it. It's horrible. I'm living in hell here.
Yeah. Well, Rick saying I don't mind not having the chocolate, but I need the salt. Well, Rick, how about dark chocolate caramel? No, what is it? It's dark chocolate caramel covered with sea salt.
Oh,
that definitely sounds good.
That sounds good.
See,
Now,
sea salt is good for us. Supposedly.
Now, if you go over to Chef Boy RT, I have a new video on there on how to make mint flavored fudge.
I saw that.
Where I use half dark chocolate and half milk chocolate, and I line the bottom of the dish with Andy's mint patties, and then I pour the fudge in, and there you go.
My insulin pen with you talking about it.
It's funny how different cities have like the thing, like you talk about Coney Island hot dogs. Here in Syracuse, there's a meat packing company called Hoffman's, and they're around here. You know, it's like a thing. You know, everyone that grew up here grew up on the Hoffman's hot dogs. And if you go to Rochester, it's a whole other brand.
Right.
And I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Dinosaur Barbecue. It's there's one here where it started, and there's one in New York City, and one in Rochester, and they ship all over the country. But
right,
you know, Ken Herons mentioned them as a matter of fact, because he was a disc jockey here. I don't know, about 10, 12 years ago.
Right.
Before he, did another job, and he asked me, he's like, you've been to Dinosaur and Eggs. It's big in the pulled pork, which
right.
I'm not a huge fan of myself.
Right.
Mm-hmm. No, I watched Art's recipe. I'm just sitting there just going. I'm just thinking to myself going, how am I going to count up all the carbohydrates going into this dessert?
Don't even bother.
No. Because what you can do then is freeze it.
Yeah.
You could freeze it and then just cut it into really small squares, and then you just have little bites.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, well, yeah, you could do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, well, that's one pen for the first bite. There's another pen for the second bite. And mind you, a pen lasts me 10 days.
Is that the do you use what do you use? What kind of insulin do you use?
I use Humalog.
Humalog, yeah. I take 10 mLs of that, and then 80 mLs of Lantus.
I take Lantus in the morning too.
Yeah.
For those who don't know what it is, Lantus is a 24-hour, technically, insulin. So you take it in the morning or evening, and it reaches what you call your basal level. So it goes up, and so if you don't eat, you would stay normal on your blood sugar levels.
Right.
Now, when you eat, like with Rodney or with me, I do a carb counting, which is different than Rodney because I'm a type 1. Rodney is type 2. So my pancreas stopped 47 years ago. So
right.
I count how many carbs and adjust for the amount of units to the carbs and inject and then eat.
Hey, Art, I'm I'm gonna need to back out and say goodbye for the evening. And
All right. Well, thanks for coming in, Ron. It was a pleasure having you, and you take it easy, and hopefully you'll get some drone flying in the next few days.
Hey Ron, before you go, did you get out today? You said you were going to go out and. Okay, cool.
Oh, look at that grin on his face. That smart ass.
Yeah.
I caught the very end of your show. I didn't even get a chance to. Ron had popped off, and then I was listening to it, and then I couldn't even get over to comment in time. And when he was showing the pictures up there just this morning,
weren't those good pictures? I mean, speaking of those pictures, what was that, Ron? Luminar 4? Luminar 4. Ron tells me you could get me a discount.
Well, I get emails because I've been a subscriber to the software for so many years, so I get emails. So if you, what you can do is you can go on and download a trial version. I think it's good for 30 days. And then in the interim, I'll email out to anybody that does find it, get a hold of me by email, and I'll send you the link to any discounts I do get. And there was the one that Ron was able to get for Easter. I think it was like 10 or 15% off, and then they threw in the extra Lux package in there with it.
Yeah,
oh, cool.
So
I'm going to ask him if they give military discounts.
there was a guy this morning I found. If I find the link again, I'll send it to you guys. It was titled his top 11 tools in Luminar, and he had just one photograph that he went through all 11 tools on the photograph, and man, it was pretty nice.
forward that link if you would, please. And by the way, Ron, I uploaded that package to my cloud, and I will be sending you the link.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right. You have a good evening, Ron.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Ron.
Have a good one, Ron. Be safe.
Yeah, I'm hoping in the next 2 weeks that I'll have this video done. It'll be good.
Oh, wonderful. Looking forward to it.
Yes.
Cool.
That smug look on his face, I know.
You'll be able to tell.
I didn't see a thing out there.
You'll be able to tell us from South Dakota. Yeah. All right. Guys, have a
Later, Ron. Bye-bye.
Take care.
All right.
Hope you feel better. Take care.
Bye-bye now.
Such a chatterbox.
He's such a good guy.
Yeah, he is.
He called me just about every day when I was in the hospital.
Oh, wonderful.
So, asking about me and stuff. So that's good. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
There's so many good people in this community.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ron's a very nice guy, and he's somebody that has no family, so he's by himself, and that's why he does what he does. When he goes to work on major holidays and takes over the shifts, so the other, flight crew members can take that time off to be with their families. And that's besides doing what he's having to do and being exposed, and especially in this day and age, he's just got a good heart.
Mm-hmm. Well, Ashley's got Beans, and Rodney has, what's your cat's name?
Tai.
Tai. All right.
She likes to interrupt me when I'm trying to do live stream stuff, as you can tell.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, Ashley's pretty funny there. I saw she put up a video today, and she's got one she did a couple of weeks ago where she talked about a shark.
Yeah.
And now she's got one with a popped blister on her heel. It's like, so she shares her bodily fluids with all of us. It's nice.
Who is this now?
Ashley from Ken Aaron Show, Ashley Burton.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
She has her own channel.
Oh, that.
She likes to laugh at herself,
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was. She was on the other night, and they Ken played that video where she talked about she was. I guess she was getting ready to fly her drone, and she trusted a fart, and she goes, "I gotta go home. I gotta change my pants. I sharted."
I just started following her, so I'm gonna have to go back and
Yeah.
catch up on some of her videos.
Well, that's why you need to have Ammonium AD, so you can fart with confidence.
yeah, she's cool. The thing is, she's just a kid.
Yeah,
You know, she's what 26 years old,
Yeah.
and so young.
that video that Ken and Kelly did with her when they had her
Oh yeah.
that thing in the
Yeah,
chair.
that dental guard. Oh
That's,
God.
that was when Ken and Kelly worked at the radio station there in Tennessee. Yeah,
Mhm.
I saw that.
You want to talk to somebody that was like the young, innocent, sweet, and then you have Ken and Kelly there. Talk about corrupting this poor young girl.
And that would have been a few years ago. So she was probably an intern, and it's like torture the intern, you know.
Yeah.
The adult men, and but she's a good sport about it. I gotta
Yeah,
give her
she is.
credit, you know.
I like the one where they made her watch My Dog Spike. In the ending, she was like all crying.
You know, remember she's been asking for movies to watch, and I
Yeah.
guess she just watched some Star Wars movies.
Yeah, she.
And,
Yeah.
And I suggested to her, I don't know if any of you guys remember this movie. It's from 1932. It's called Freaks. And
Oh yeah, they had.
you know of it, Art? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
What was it called, Mike?
it's
they
called
had,
Freaks, like
Freaks.
circus
Yeah,
freaks.
okay.
Yeah,
And
they had.
I vaguely remember that movie. Yeah.
And the director of it was the same guy who directed the original Dracula movie, Tom Browning, and he was always into weird stuff, but it
Right.
was real circus freaks,
Yeah.
for lack of a better word, who you know were in the movie, and it's wild. I mean, it's people.
Yeah.
I've got a copy of it. I showed it to people, and people either get totally shocked or like appalled. I
Yeah.
think it's actually a compassionate movie myself.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what you are like. A lot of these people were born with
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
things.
Disabilities. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
They had the Hilton sisters, the conjoined
Right.
twins, and then they had. Oh God, what's the name of that? Well, she had a small head.
Right. That was actually a guy playing a girl.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
And
the
Schultze?
Schulte. Good.
Yeah.
You know why Schulte was dressed in the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, because well, she had the mentality of a 3-year-old,
Right.
and well, had incontinence.
I've ever seen in my life. Oh, huge, huge.
Oh, okay, who's got their YouTube on?
Yeah. I was gonna go fly the drone, but I was afraid to get it wet.
Oh, Ron's.
Now, did
Is that
you
Ron?
get in this? No, Ron's not with us. Rodney, do you have your YouTube on?
No.
Beginning of the week or last Sunday or whatever, because when I come home,
That
Not Steve.
like 4 or 5 inches in the yard again.
That's one heck of a delay.
Ron's still on.
Oh, he is.
Spring thing, you know, you get a
Yeah,
shovel
yeah,
day. Yeah.
yeah. Colorado's the same way. What?
I don't know. I don't know.
actually, I just realized it was me. It was down in the lower right corner of my second monitor, and I wasn't seeing it. I just happened to look over and saw Ron and Art. So
Hey, Bill, Metro Drones, welcome to the show.
Yeah, Metro
So
Jones.
I just found out earlier this week I got another week off from work.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
Have you got any money left?
I still have some money.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say I've got enough for rent at
Yeah.
couple weeks, and so I got a little bit of money for food. Got all the bills paid off, which is good. Now I'm waiting for my unemployment check, which should be here pretty soon.
Did you
Were you
get
able
more
to apply?
stimulus?
Yes, I was. I was
Good.
finally able to. I went back to try to reapply, and they said, "Oh no, you're already in the system." And then about a week ago, I got my PIN number to set it up if I want to get a debit card or direct deposit. And I said direct deposit,
Man,
and got
I
that
hate
all set up, and so just gotta wait for it to get deposit.
I hate the red tape you have to go through to get something from the government, regardless of what kind of government it is, state, city, anything.
Yep.
Especially when it comes to money. If like your unemployment check, they can't give it to you in a day or two when you really need it, you know. But
Yeah.
yet, if you owe them money, man, boom, it's gone.
Oh, they want it right away, right away.
And that irritated me for 20 years when I was in the Navy that would happen. If you got overpaid, it came out of your next paycheck.
Wow.
Exactly.
They didn't ask, if it's going to hurt you or not.
They're taking it.
You know what?
Well, speaking of stimulus, did you hear they ran out of money already for the small business?
Yeah, that
What's sad is everybody's making a big to do about Ruth's Chris. They got their money and they made uh, $30 million. Yeah.
buyback.
Wait a minute, wait. They didn't get the money. The money goes right to the workers. They're not keeping that money. So, and I posted that right on my Facebook page. Hey, folks, they're not getting the money. That money, it goes to them, but it goes right to.
Yeah, they have to use it to pay the employees.
That's right. So it's not like they're getting free money, and no, they're not screwing. No, the reason they got theirs first is because they employ more people.
Yeah.
They're bigger companies, but they're already working on another package as we speak to help the small businesses. So, you just got to be a little more patient. And I'll be talking about that on Arts Place tomorrow with Lloyd.
Well, part of that, and you know what's going to happen. It's going to be filled with every Tom, Dick, and Harry supplemental bill that anybody and everybody ever wanted in order to put into it. And I'll bet you it's going to be larger than the last one.
Yep. And they'll probably say, well, we're going to make the checks bigger for the, stimulus check instead of $1,200. They're talking about a $2,000 check. And I'm like going, yeah, that sounds good. But you know what? That's really putting a strain on the government. Hey, Mike.
What
Sorry.
happened?
My computer doesn't like StreamYards.
Oh, boy.
Is it computer or is it the operator malfunction?
Yeah.
No, it's I'm using Google Chrome.
Yeah.
And I'm probably gonna have to try and use Firefox and see how that works.
Okay.
for
Firefox
StreamYards.
works good, but I'll tell you one thing. In fact, I got to talk to somebody else that was doing a live stream. When you're using Firefox, sometimes if somebody's on a mobile device, they'll appear upside down.
Oh.
And that happened on the live stream, I think, on Rodney's show this morning. That's where I saw it. Yeah.
400 AGL.
He was probably using Firefox.
Me,
Okay.
Matt North, Peter Carroll, and Ron he was seeing us as we are now, all up, head up, you know.
Right.
But Dennis Lovelady, he was seeing head down.
Because he was on a mobile device. And
Yeah.
whatever
Right.
reason, if the device was articulated the other way, you think, okay, that would fix it for us. But they come up right side up on the live stream.
Right.
So the
Yeah.
final product is right. It's just when you're standing, you know, we're sitting here,
Right.
and 'cause Ron, when he comes in on the mobile, all the time when he's, you know, at the hangar, I'm sitting there going, yeah, Ron, what are you saying?
Yeah.
So, hey, Steve, let me ask you a question. Have you been using that go-to channel extension?
Yeah,
Have you had any problems with it?
there's a few little glitches here and there, but
Yeah,
I mean,
like when you click on Metro Drones, it goes to Rodney Bell or goes to Steve Carpenter. Or have you seen that?
I've seen it the first time you do it. In fact, I'm on. Let me launch my browser on Google because I'm on Firefox right now.
Well, it's not doing it now.
Well, it worked. It happens the first couple times I click. Then after that, it's fine. It's only like the first or second time I've clicked it that it goes to another site before it starts working properly.
Well, that's not my experience though. When it first starts working, it goes to where you want it to go, but
Right.
it's later on, after you've been on for a while, that it starts messing up. Because I clicked on Tim. I can't remember his last name, but I clicked on his channel, and it actually went to my channel. And I'm like, oh.
One of the things you can do, let me scroll this up and I'll tell you what you can do is right click, or I should say left click, highlight the name, then right click and say go to channel.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody posts here, let me I'm just going to put it in here. And then if,
What was the reason for that change? The stop bots?
the three dots that were there before, you could click on it to say go to channel. Now
Right. Yeah. What was the reason for the change? Do you know?
Rumor has it was YouTube's attempt to prevent sub for sub,
Right.
which to me doesn't make any sense, because isn't that what you want people to do? I mean, it doesn't make any sense that they wouldn't want you to sub to other channels.
Yeah.
And
Well, I think they're just trying to get
if you'll allow me to share this.
the
Sure.
literal sub for subs.
Okay.
Where like people sub and they don't watch it, and they don't want to. Like they want the numbers to be honest numbers. I can understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Versus just sub to somebody that you never watch it, but you're going to charge for a commercial based on those subs.
yeah.
Well, the other thing too is the people that are under 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's the ones that they're really watching.
Yeah.
Before they get in to become monetized, they're trying to capture it before. Like here, Rick's popping up here, so I'm going to pop on Rick's link and see what happens. So see, it went there fine.
Well, yeah, and like I said, it's doing it fine here. But this morning on my chat, on my live chat, I clicked on
YouTube this morning was having problems all over, and the internet's having problems all over since early this morning.
Okay.
Now, the other thing that you can do is, like I said, like here, highlight his name.
Yeah, and I did discover that if you highlighted the name, then it would go to that channel. But
coming up, can you see? Did it pop up? I can't see, and it says go to channel. No, it's not showing.
Right click on it.
Yeah, I did, but it's not showing up on the screen. I don't know why.
Let me go like that. There we go.
No, I'm on it. It's not popping up on mine.
Okay.
It's popping up on my screen, but it's not showing on the live feed. If you click on it, I said go to channel. It comes up with the option menu there when you right click on it after you've highlighted.
Yeah, and it says copy, search secure search for Metro drones, print, add. Oh, I've got ad block, and then it says go to channel Metro drones, and that does work. So
Yeah.
I see.
anyway, I was just wondering if anybody else was experiencing that problem.
Okay. All right.
But the internet itself has been having major problems today.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been.
Well, it's a Saturday. People are home
Yeah.
Yeah.
and bored, and it's socializing is like this nowadays. You
Mhm.
know, and
Yep. People are streaming more than well, they'll do several streams during
Yeah.
the week,
But
like I've been doing here on Art Code.
yeah.
I've been doing.
To YouTube's credit, though, I mean, just the fact that they've taken on all this, you know, this more bandwidth use, they haven't been too bad. Uh-oh.
That's the state of the internet right now, live streaming. This is live time.
Oh.
So what you're looking at, you'll see these glow things popping up when they go red. Those are major outages that are hitting. As you
Wow.
see the loops that'll pop up.
right.
Can you spread that? Can you zoom that out?
Let me see if I can bring it in some.
Wow.
I mean, it's like, see if you can't focus.
They're not allowing it.
Oh, they're not. Okay. Well.
Oh, there we go. A little bit better.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Southern California, a lot of places in the United States.
Yeah.
Wow.
What I will do is I will copy and paste the link in here. You guys can save this. You can look at it at any time.
Cool.
And
Solar wind.
stop sharing.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I use it on the company's called Pingdom, and they do a lot of work for internet people dealing with the internet. They'll give you with alerts with your website's down, how many places, how people have come in, where they've come in from, where they've gone out through,
Right.
way above and beyond what Google Analytics will be.
Yeah.
There we go.
And you can just save that. It's easy to remember. It's livemap.pingdom.com.
Okay.
Right.
And
Cool.
they'll send you an alert, especially like if your website's down before, like a lot of my customers are on GoDaddy. I set them up on GoDaddy for their websites. And now you can set that up to where you get an alert that if your site can come down, it will alert you. But before they were doing that, this Pingdom was the way to go. Used to be free, but now it's costly. It's about $20-some a month for basic service.
Wow.
But
Wow.
it's for a business. It's for a company or somebody that, like with me, that you're monitoring a whole bunch of people, and you can monitor different websites and be alerted if their website goes down.
Well, Bill, yeah, we were talking about the Mavic Air 2 a little while ago. So, yeah, we pretty much covered that topic. So if you want, you could watch the restream later, and you'll be all caught up.
Well, I'm gonna step out anyway, Art.
Okay,
And
well,
guys,
thanks for coming.
Casablanca's on, and
Oh, boy.
and Turner Classic
On what
Movies.
channel?
Turner Classic Movies.
Oh my God, well, that's
And,
a great movie.
So I got to go round up the usual suspects.
Play it again, Sham. I said play it again, Sham.
Right, play it again. He
Yeah.
actually never says that.
I know it. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just wanted to pop in and say hi to you guys. And Steve, Rodney, good to see you.
Good to
Mike,
see
good
you.
seeing you too, buddy.
Mike.
Take care. Be safe.
Yeah, thank you. And thanks a lot, Art, for the invite.
Hey, you're welcome.
Everybody,
Yeah.
10 Toes, Rick Halber, Metro Jones, everyone. Have a good one, everyone, and
Take care,
enjoy the
Mike.
rest of your evening.
Good
All right,
night,
bye-bye.
Mike.
Well,
Then we
10
got-
pounds, now's your chance. You'll know where to go watch it.
Yep. We got Victorian Aerial Vision. Welcome to the show.
Victorian Aerial Visions, yes.
Yep. Always see him at Greg Kunert's channel. So we're being visited by people from Asia and Australia. I don't. I
You're,
think
you have a
Thomas come
wide
in?
broadcast.
Yeah, we are worldwide now. If I get folks from Russia to start watching, that'd be neat. Russia.
Well, if you're gonna bring Russia in too, bring China, bring North Korea, bring everybody in.
Yep. South America and yep. Well, we did have. I haven't seen Vidar in today. Our friend from Norway.
Oh yeah.
But I did see someone from England was in. Yeah, so we had Raymark from Philippines. He was in here earlier, and Suzuki Blog. She is from Japan.
Yeah. Tokyo.
Yep. Well, actually, she's west of Tokyo.
Is she?
Yeah.
I know people were making comments about her repetition, and she like bam the next day she put up, and that's the one she put up. I think it was yesterday, where she had all those outside shots of the train rail system,
Right.
and the Buddhist monuments and everything there, and beautiful areas.
Yep. Yeah,
She grown in a short period of time.
Yeah, she's one of my new friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been getting a few from the Philippines joining. Oh yeah, there was that guy from Mindoro. Actually, they live in Texas, but his wife is from Mindoro, and they have they bought some lots. They're going to build a house there in the future.
Whereabouts?
Let's see. I think
for the people that don't know the the area that well, by major areas that you could tell us.
Yeah, nobody would know where this is. It's inland, and it's southeast of Puerto Galera, and it's over on. Let's see, because what they do in the Philippines, they split the island in half. You know, one side will be Occidental, and the other side will be Oriental. And they're on the I don't know which side that is, but if you follow Will Dosovich, his grandmother lives in San Jose, Mindoro, which is the big city on the island, and that's down in the southwest corner of the island, and that's where they actually had a battle there in World War II.
Oh wow!
Battle of San Jose.
Oh yeah, that was a big battle. Is it up in the mountains then?
Yeah, it's up in elevation ways, and
how high would you say above?
Oh, it's probably several hundred feet, and I think
not a lot.
And it's right near a major freeway that goes north south.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's near a lake, so there aren't very many lakes on the island, so it's right near. It's near the town of, I think, Victoria.
I'll have to check it out.
Yep. But
Yeah, because I was wondering, because I know you've talked about places, you would like to live over there and being higher up where it's cooler.
yeah,
Now where would that be compared to this?
I think they're probably a little bit lower, but they're high enough that where they're far enough away they don't have to worry about flooding. When there's a big storm, they get a lot of typhoons there, and where I follow James Tanner at My PI Dream, and they're at about an elevation of 1,000 feet. Now, if you go to Baguio City, which is north of Manila, quite a ways,
Uh,
they're up there high enough to where they get fog. It's kind of like the San Francisco of the Philippines, and it'll get down in the 60s at night up there.
well,
They're
that's nice.
they're at 5,000 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they grow strawberries up there. That's what they're famous for up there.
Growing strawberries
Yep.
at 5,000 feet.
Mhm.
Go
Well, you
figure.
gotta remember it's a tropical island,
Yeah, well, I know that.
and it's cool enough to where the strawberries will grow very well, but not too hot to where it burns them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the humidity there is the biggest thing.
Yeah,
Now, obviously, being up there, the humidity is a little lighter than it is obviously being down by
yeah,
below.
that's true. Mhm.
So I guess I could survive at 10,000 feet then and above. Because I know Clark, man, talk about a cooker.
Yeah. Well, they're down in the valley down there, and boy, yeah, it could get pretty darn hot. And the nearest city is Angeles City, and they've got a notorious red light district in there.
They had it there for decades and
Oh
decades
yeah,
and decades.
yeah,
It was there even during the 70s when I was
yeah.
in the service.
I'm sorry. What are we talking about? I was kind of preoccupied.
Talking about,
Philippines, right?
yeah, Art was talking about red light districts in the Philippines.
Mhm.
Oh, Magsaysay Street in Olongapo. It was just one big red light.
Yeah. Watch out for the lady boys.
Yeah, Olongapo was in Subic Bay where the Navy base was.
Mhm.
And that was my experience with the Philippines, but I loved every minute of it. Hey guys, I'm gonna have to go on and get out of here.
Yeah, well, thanks for coming in, Rodney.
Well, thanks
I
for the
think I'm
invite.
about ready to shut this down.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like the numbers are. Hey, it's bouncing around from 15
You're
to
back up again.
yeah.
Victorian Aerial Vision says, Rodney, it seems to me you know it too well. Actually, if you're an American sailor, you know it. Probably Australian sailors, because I remember a few Australian sailors being there too.
Yep.
Rodney, take the fifth.
All right, guys, gotta run.
All
Take
right,
care,
take care, Rodney.
Again,
Good to see you.
Steve, have a good one. Everybody in the chat, good evening. Talk to you guys later.
All right, take care. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah. And Brad Alston, welcome to the show. Man, these guys keep jumping in right near the end of the show.
That's what
Now,
happens. They're looking at another page and they go, okay, he says he's going off. Let's hop in.
yeah.
Hello, Brad.
So I'm trying to work out something with James Tanner where we're going to do a Skype thing on his channel.
With who? I'm sorry.
My PI Dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to do because he's seen some of my comedy stuff and he wants to do since we got all this time off
Oh
and
yeah.
do something a little different. I said, sure. So
Oh,
the
yeah.
other day I sent him links to some of my comedy stuff, and plus I threw in a link to my trip to the Philippines when I went to Puerto Vallarta and Mindoro,
Mhm.
and also a link to my fishing channel. So kind of give people, hey, oh, he does a lot of stuff.
Plug it out over there. I'll tell you what, the Philippines and their group over there, you want to talk about YouTube channels growing?
Oh yeah. Well,
Holy mackerels.
my godson Daniel, his
Oh, yeah.
mother started a channel in January. 6 weeks later, she's at 1,000 subs. I'm like going, holy crap! But she's a pretty gal, and she does like fashion stuff where she'll show off bags and clothes, and but she'll do videos about her kids and living in the Philippines. I mean, she doesn't have a whole lot of videos, but boy, she just racked them up fast.
Well, let's think about this for a second. She's female.
Yep,
She's good looking. And out of the Philippines,
yep,
we're lost.
yeah, yep. Well, and her husband is OFW in Pakistan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he works on a dairy farm, and they're getting ready for the harvest.
Uh-huh.
So I think they're probably harvesting hay for or whatever the feed for the cows because Mhm.
That time of year.
Yep, that's right.
Well, I tell you what, we've got, we did have, when we had some sunshine here, about this past month, April, since the beginning, we've received a lot of rainy days, which really isn't normal. But
Yeah,
it's like maybe it's coming back to normal because the cars aren't creating the pollution and
yeah.
changing the atmosphere.
Well,
Uh,
someone posted on Facebook that because there aren't as many cars on the freeway, that you can actually see the universal sign in the sky. Or
wow.
at the beginning of the movie, you see the globe and you see Universal going around. Well, because it's so clear, you can actually see it.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
Light. It's called no light pollution.
Yeah. Oh, and someone pointed out today, if you get a chance, the moon is going to be in transition with I think Jupiter and Venus, to where it looks like a smiley face in the sky.
I'm sorry, I missed you. Brad got blocked, and I was trying to unsubscribe him because he used the word. Brad, the one thing you don't want to do is use the word subscribers when you're talking.
Yeah,
I unblocked you, but YouTube will automatically block you. One of the really cool ways you can do it. How do you spell sub backwards? Bus, capital B-U-S, and you beat them at their tricks.
yep. Oh, and Keenan Lancer, welcome to the show. All right, we got some new people. Wow, let's see I'm still hovering around 15. Not too
I'm showing
bad.
16.
Yeah,
Mr. Hall,
17 now.
finally got my internet back. Hello, Chris.
Ah, Chris Hope. Yep. We can always say wherever Chris is, there's hope.
That's right. The first time I searched for his private flying channel that he has,
Yeah.
and he talked about hope, and I'm sitting there going, I start searching, I'm sitting there going, churches, 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 churches. I says, I can't find you. Oh, hello, Mel.
Oh, Mel is here. Welcome, Mel. Welcome to the show. Glad you can make it.
You just missed all the really nice guys.
Yeah. Yeah, you missed it, Mel. We were talking about the Mavic Air 2. So if you want more, you'll just have to watch the replay or go over to Sean Oz's video.
Well, Keenan is asking a question there for you, Art.
Okay. I'm thinking about starting a channel. Any advice? I'll be using. Oh, okay. Cool. Well, come up with a name that's catchy, that'll kind of separate you from the rest of the crowd, and something that's easily searched. Also, camera. I'm just using a webcam. If you're going to be doing video outdoors, use a GoPro. I've got a GoPro Hero 3 that I use, and that works plenty fine for me. You don't need to spend a whole ton of money just to. I mean, even the cell phones, cameras, yes, those will work. They have adapters where you can mount a cell phone on a tripod, and
You don't even with you starting out, because you'll be on a mobile device, and YouTube will not let you go on a mobile device, but there are different Camfi and Streamlab mobile for
right,
the iPhone will work, and you just put in your YouTube information into it, because you're going to get the server information, and then you're going to get the um, if you're using an RMTP feed. If not,
right.
you can log right into it with like Streamlab and go mobile from this, because I don't have 1,000 subs, and I can go mobile live from this.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then flying a drone, you use the RMTP server, which you pull your information off from your YouTube channel. You can put it into if you have a DJI drone, that is, on the Go4 app.
Mm-hmm.
And if the drone will stream, like the Mini will not stream, but the Air will,
The
Mavic
Air will.
will, the Phantoms, the Mavic 2 series, all those will.
Yep.
You can do that with under 1,000 subscribers.
Mm-hmm. Now, I like your name of your aerial business, Lance Air Aerial. That's good.
Who?
That's the name of Keenan's photography, videography business. Lance Air Aerial. Yeah, I like
Perfect.
that. And I'd pick Artco because, it's my first name. It's the company, Drone Solutions. And the good thing about that is that'll be at the top of the list because it starts with an A.
Rick's popping in real quick. The names are going from blue to green on the. That's why I'm using Firefox. I'm not looking at the on Chrome.
Right.
YouTube is having a problem today, and the internet is having a problem today. But YouTube's having a big problem today.
Right.
Started crack of dawn. A friend of mine texts me and he goes, "I got called into work," and they're off on Saturdays and Sundays. And he goes, "I got to get in there." I guess YouTube is having all these problems, and what they do is they handle the company he works for. Well, he's part owner. They deal with companies and they deal with all the social media for these large companies. So they're the administrators for it.
Now, Mel makes a really good point. Create a Gmail account with that name. Yeah, it's a good thing. Mm-hmm.
Spot on, Mel.
Yep.
And then you can think about doing the branding of it, of how you want to set it up, logos and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can, do it all at once and get it all ready so when you do put it up, you're ready to roll.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and a good place to make your thumbnails, your YouTube channel art. I use Canva, and boy, they've got a lot of really neat tools there to help you. They've got templates, and they'll, if you say, "Well, I need a YouTube channel art," you click on that, and that'll give you the correct dimensions that you need for your channel. I just recently made a YouTube channel art for my cooking channel, Chef Boyardee, and I picked one of their already made templates, and I just changed the wording around, and it turned out really nice. I really like the way it looks.
I just don't hope you guys you don't get nailed on copyright.
No, I mean, with Canva, that's well.
No, for the name.
Yeah. Well, I've had that channel for 2 years, and I'm finally, doing something with it. Now, I've only got 3 videos on it right now, and I'm up to like 33 subs. Where last week I think I had 3 or 4 subs, and then all of a sudden, when I came out with 2 more videos and really started pushing it, all of a sudden, oh wow, I've got people coming.
You already have several 30-ish second edited videos I can post. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get it up there and get stuff posted on your site. And then obviously, if you're not going to be using this name, are you looking to rename this channel here that you're on now? Or start a complete new one?
I see. Okay, so he's Keenan Lancer right now, so he's going to. Oh, okay. So is he going to start a new channel? And yeah, okay, cool.
Excuse me a second.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, hopefully, Keenan, yep. Mel is correct on that. That's what I've been trying to do, but with this shutdown here, I've run out of places to fly. And plus, the weather's been really spotty lately. But it looks like we're going to have a string of 70-degree days, so I'll be able to do some drone flying and do some video for my fishing channels. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, now that's a really good point, Mel. 60 days worth of upload waiting. And yeah, and then that way it'll give you enough time to kind of like you could tweak your videos a little bit before you upload as well. So that's just another thing. That's a really good point, Mel. Good idea. Create a new, yeah, because I have 4 channels right now. I have my drone channel, Artco Drone Solutions, which is this channel. Then I have Art's Place Fishing, my fishing channel, Chef Boyardee is cooking, and then there's Art's Place, and that's my political channel that I do a live stream on Sunday afternoons. So when Steve gets back here, well, Steve, we've hit 2 hours, and I'm going to shut this bad boy down because I'm getting pretty close to my limit.
And I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, same here. It's 7 o'clock here. I think I'm going to go over to Jim's Burger Haven and get me a really nice burger and some onion rings. So, hey, Mel, thank you for coming in. Keenan, Victorian Ariels, and Tom at Ten Toes, and Timeless Truths, and Steve, and Ron, and Rodney, and Mike, and Brad, and all of you folks who showed up today. Thank you very much for coming. No worries, Mel. I know you're probably working, so just glad that you were able to jump in. Thanks again. You guys have a great weekend, and we'll catch you next time. Steve?
One thing, if I may just say goodbye to everybody, but Keenan, remember one thing. You came up with being blocked again. Do not use the word subscriber or sub anytime you're typing in text. It will block you, and you want to remember that going into your new channel, especially because they'll nail you on it.
That's true.
Go on YouTube. There's 40 pages now of words you cannot use. Take a look at that. And Art, thank you for having me on, and everybody in chat. Stay safe, stay well. My thoughts and prayers are with everybody out there. Thank you.
See you guys next week, and I'll probably be doing another live stream sometime during the day, during the week. So catch you guys later, and have a great evening. Bye-bye.